Welcome to another exciting ICT class. I want to welcome everyone especially to this class because this class promises to be very interesting class. In our previous lesson, we looked at conditionals in Minecraft, where we said that the Minecraft is a game, it's a Java game that we can play for fun and enjoy ourselves. We also looked at conditions. They are statements that either shows what is true or false. If it is true, programs are wrong, but if it is false, the program are ignored and they are seen as bug. We also looked at the conditional statements and we looked at the practical class on conditionals. Today, in this class, we will be looking at a very important topic where we'll talk about the conditional statements or the conditional commands, the while loop block, and the repeat until block. Then we will also look at a practical class on conditionals. Today's class is conditionals with the farmer. Do you know that you can also program your farmer to make conditionals? Just as we can see in the pictures, our farmer is also making a statement called a conditional statement. First of all, we said that conditionals are statements that a programmer checks to see if it is true or false. Like we said before, if it is true, an action is taken, otherwise the action is ignored. Or we can say that the action will not be taken. And some of the examples of these conditionals, which we are going to be looking at today, is the if-else statement and the repeat statement. The if-else statement, the repeat statement. We will also look at the while loop, which is also part of the statements that we are going to be looking at in today's class, which is the while loop statement. When we say the while loop is a loop that continues to repeat until a command is seen as true. These are loops that continue to repeat commands as long as a condition is seen as it is true. While loops are used when a programmer does not know the exact number of times a command needs to be completed or needs to be repeated. But the programmer knows when the condition needs to be true in order for the loop to continue looping. Now, this while loop is used to command the program to do an instruction or an action while doing another. An example of this is while there is a lettuce, move forward. While there is a bug, turn left. While there is a cat, turn right. While there is an obstacle, destroy it. You see, while doing another, it is also commanding its own command. We also have the if-else command, or which is the if-else statement. The if-else is used to make a decision, which is seen as a conditional block. Now, the if-else is one of the major conditional blocks in Scratch. It gives a command while doing another. Like we can see the picture, it says, if do something, else do this. So if paths to the left, turn right, else move forward. It means that if there is a path to the left, you can either move forward to that path or else you can turn right. The if-else command is a statement that offers flexibility for programming by running an entire section of code only for something to be true. It's also a conditional block that gives a different options from the command's places on it. So, like we can say, the if-else block gives a different command even when you give it its own command. It plays a different option. That is, if it is true, you can do this, else, if it is false, you can do this. We also looked at the repeat until block. The repeat until block is also a very important block we need to consider. It is used to repeat an action until the task is completed. Actions do not just complete itself. The difference between the repeat until block and the repeat block, like we said before, the repeat until block continues to repeat until the task is completed. We can use the repeat until block as the same as the forever block. This block is different from the repeat block. This is because the repeat block has a number of times a command can be repeated, but the repeat until block is used to repeat an action until the command is completed. For example, repeat until there is a pile. So you continue to repeat it, repeat an action, continue to harvest a product until everything is completely harvested. So that is the use of the repeat until block. So move straight to our code studio where we will be able to check on how we can apply these different commands, these different blocks to our work. Don't go anywhere. Now this is codes.org. We're now in our code studio. So without wasting much of our time, we'll just logged in, putting my 6-letter code and my secret identity, and I'll just go to conditionals with the farmer. So I'm going to click on the first block. Like we said, the first block is a video which is carrying the diamond sign. So if you click on it, you will see the video that talks about the conditionals with the farmer. And because of time, we will not be able to watch the video. So I'll just click on continue to move to the next puzzle. Welcome back. This first one says, let's look closely at the code below. What will happen when you click on run? So this is the code. It says move forward, then while there is a pie, remove 1. Now this remove 1 is a block that helps to do an action inside the conditional. That's why we're removing a pile. So while there is a pile, we should remove it. So if we look at our play area, you see the farmer carrying an harvested shovel to remove a pile. So what will happen when we click run? Nothing will happen. The farmer will never stop removing dirt. The farmer will remove dirt as long as there's a pile. Then stop, the pile is gone. So you stop when the pile is gone. So let's see, that feels like the correct one. The last one said, I don't know. So I'll click on the third one, which is the farmer will continue to remove the pile, but when the pile is gone, it will stop. So let's click on run. The farmer moves forward and starts removing the pile. You see there are about 6 piles. Removes it until the piles are gone. So that is the correct answer. So move to the next puzzle. Now this one says, oh my, this pie is so big that it is hard to guess how much dirt is in it. We have added a new block in the toolbox called the while there's a pie block. Use this to remove dirt only while there is still some to scoop. So what we have to do first of all is to carry the block. It says why there's a pie. We have to bring this here, which is why there's a pie block. But first, the farmer needs to move forward. So click on the move forward block and attach it. So why there's a pie? What will happen to the pie? What will happen to it? Yes, we'll remove it. Remove inside the while there's a pie block, which is this while there's a pie block is called the while loop block. So click on run, move forward, and while there's a pie, it will harvest it. See? Let's move to the next block. Now this one says, let's try that again, but with one more pie, with more pies. So because there are more pies, we're repeating it. So first of all, carry the repeat block. Now there's a difference between the repeat block and the repeat until block. So I'm going to be repeating, which is moving forward. How many times am I going to repeat? Which is 1, 2, 3. So I'll change this my repeat to 3 times. Then I will carry while there's a pie block, attach it to it. And when there's a pie, what do? I remove it. So let's click on run. Yay! So you see, it's as simple as that. So congratulations, we just completed this puzzle. Let's click on continue. This one says, now the harvester needs to pick all the lettuce. Use while there's a lettuce instead of the repeat loop to get all. So it is almost the same thing we did the first time. So first of all, click on the repeat block, change it to how many lettuce are we getting? 3. Then we are going to move forward, which is the 3 times. And while there's a lettuce, what do we do? When there's a lettuce, what do we do? Pick lettuce. So this puzzle and the other one, they are almost similar, but the difference is one was a pile and this is a lettuce. So click on while there are lettuce, we collect the lettuce. Pick it. Nice. So let's move to the next puzzle. This one says pick all of the lettuce. So can we pick all the lettuce now? You see there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lettuce. So we'll also take the repeat 5 times block, put a move forward block. Then while there's a lettuce, we put it inside the repeat block. What do? We will pick the lettuce. So let's click on run again to see what happens. So you see, it continues to do the same command until everything is completed. No matter how many lettuce there are, it just continues to repeat because it's following a command, a condition. Why there is this, we should do this. Nice. So we're going to take some other puzzles to see what we can do with them. Let's move to the next. Now this one says the lettuce is now only at the end of the path. Travel down to the path until you reach the edge of lettuce. Then continue to pick it while there's still some left. So you see, they want us to use the repeat until block to do this because there's just one lettuce. So what we'll do, we'll first of all carry the repeat until there's a lettuce, then we'll move forward because we continue to move forward until we see a lettuce. Continue to move forward until we see this lettuce. Then when we see the lettuce, what do? When there's a lettuce, we should do what? We should pick it. So what do? We continue to move forward until we get to a lettuce. Then when we get to a lettuce, what do? We pick the lettuce. Move forward. So this is where we end in today's class. You have the opportunity to complete all the levels in this puzzle. See you in our next class. Bye.